This horse came in, I believe, Thursday after I videoed last week. So I've worked with her a couple of times, but this will be the first video of her. She is a 4-year-old BLM Mustang. She has obviously been handled a lot. Before I got her, her owner said that he has been on her in the round pen with his wife lunging him around her. So she's had a pretty fair amount of work done with her. We're going to go ahead and carry her further. She is a BLM Mustang, but she was born in captivity. She was not born in the wild. So she has a BLM Mustang as far as flighty and looky and a survival instinct. Not so much a flighty as it is a strong survival instinct. She has that because that's bred into her, but she didn't live in the wild, so she hasn't learned some of those reactions that young horses learn when they live in the wild. Certain reactions to run and flee in certain circumstances. So she hasn't learned that. So she's pretty much like working a quarter horse. I'm going to...
I think we did work her. I remember you saying that about her being in captivity.
I thought we did, but I haven't seen the video. So we'll do it again. So she has been saddled a fair amount. I'm going to just put the saddle up on her. My objective today is I want to put some time on her moving around. I've been on her, but I haven't asked her to move her feet. Once I start saddling her, I'm committed. I cannot stop. I cannot turn her loose. I have to get it tight enough so that it stays on. Go up a hole over here. Notice I'm doing all this. I'm not lunging her, not getting her tired. I'm engaging her mind. And like I said, once I start saddling, I'm committed. I cannot stop. I have to get it tight enough so it's not going to come off, and I got to do whatever means is necessary to do that. She obviously isn't worried about me saddling. She's more just curious. This has been a nice horse to work. Today's Monday. She came in this past Thursday, I believe. So I've only worked her a couple times, but every time she's been very nice. Worked exactly like the owner said she was, which is always nice. Now I want to go into driving. I'm gonna have to raise that bit up one notch. I want to make sure that she knows how to turn left and right before we get on her back. Which I have been doing this with her, but we need to reinforce it because that's what we're about to do. This is she's not very tall, but this is a pretty thick muscled Mustang. She's not real big around the girth, but she is very strong in the shoulders and the hips. See, this is why I don't run the reins through my stirrups. If I had run through the stirrups, then I wouldn't be able to just let her lunge around me like this. I want to work my way over to the wall and change directions. Basically, when they get going forward, I just let them lunge around me, change directions just like I normally would, then we'll go the other way. Until she starts to kind of relax down and drive like I'd like for her to drive. There we go. Now she stepped through that line. I'm not going to make a big deal about it. She did that when she put her head down. We'll fix it in just a minute. Right now I want to get her listening to me a little bit better. Now I'm going to change directions. Line's not going to be in a very good place to lunge her. But what this does a lot of times, it gives me the opportunity to kind of work that left foot. Actually, I changed my mind because she stopped right there. I changed my mind. I'm going to go ahead and fix the line. Because of what she did. If she would have continued to push forward, I would have handled it different. When you're training, you have to be willing to make those adjustments like that. Work off what the horse gives you. Work on what the horse gives you. Work with what the horse gives you and build on that. All right, let's go back to the other side. Pick up the line and ask her to drive. Nice. Turn right, turn left, turn left. This is where I've needed to put a little work in, getting her to let us turn her face a little bit better. It's pretty typical for Mustangs to be a little hard-mouthed. Take a little muscle to begin with to change directions. Take a little extra time softening them up, a little more than a quarter horse. Not a huge big deal, just something that's typical of the breed and you just have to work with. All right, let's turn right. So she's telling me here, it's time to go ahead and challenge her a little bit more. I get this question a lot in my videos. They start having, the horse was working good, then they start having problems. And this is a good example of that. It's time to challenge her a little bit more. We didn't ask more of her on Friday because she was at the stage where we needed to get on her back and just camp out on there and stay there. And I don't like doing that on Friday. I like to be in a position where we can follow through with that for a few days. So that's what today is going to be. Change directions. Change directions again. I really like how this mare uses her body. She naturally uses her back end very good. Light on her front end. I like how she does that. Let's turn left. There we go. There we go. See if I ask her to stop, see what we get. Whoa. Whoa, good girl. Good girl, let's turn right. So see how she's looking at the ground, not really paying much attention to me. She is used to all this. I did plenty of this last week while I was waiting for Monday to get here for this part. So it's time to just go ahead and get on her and just camp out there. I have my son-in-law Robert is the one that gets on the green horses, so I'm going to grab him and we'll video that and you can see how it goes. So Robert is my son-in-law. He gets on all the ones that haven't been ridden before or haven't been ridden much. Does a really good job, keeps me safe. So I've been on this horse, but I didn't ask her to move her feet. Today he's going to kind of get up there, camp out on her, ask her to move, and see what we get. When I was on her, she didn't seem like she wanted to buck. She really didn't seem like she wanted to do anything bad at all. There he's just stepping up, putting some weight in the saddle, gently sitting down. He's keeping her head to the side, that way if she was to bolt forward, he would have some steering. At this point, we just want her to be okay with moving forward with weight on her back. I've been on her. The owner said that he's been on her with his wife lunging him in the round pen, and he said that she was good. So just kind of giving her a chance. Walk a few steps in a circle. I've talked a lot about walking the circle when I first get on. Couple circles left, couple circles right. See, he's doing the exact same thing here. Letting her know that he controls speed and direction. Just walk a couple circles. That's all we're after. She looks pretty relaxed. Ears are soft. Now walk some circles the other direction. Exactly the same thing that I've showed you in the videos that I do. How to get her to walk forward, he's just bumping with his feet and clucking. Same verbal cue that I used when I ground her over the other day. We're just transferring that to the saddle. And then when she moves forward, he's just relaxing and sitting there. The reins are still attached to the halter, same way when I was driving her. That way we can keep her mouth soft until we get ready to, until she understands the pull. And then we'll swap to the bit once she understands the pull. She don't seem like she wants to buck. She looks pretty good other than kind of throwing her head. She just don't want to be told what to do. So we'll work through that. She's walking out, nice. A lot of times when you first get on one, they take little short steps with their back rounded out. She's actually looks like she's pretty relaxed, has her back relaxed, walking out pretty good. Sometimes it takes a couple of days for them to get to actually where they just walk out, relax and walk. There we go. See right there, he asked her to stop with both reins and she was pushing through. So he just pulled her head to one side and let her circle down into the stop. I've talked about that before. You don't want to just keep hauling back. That's how you mess up a mouth and get them really hard. Don't want to stop, don't want to steer. We asked, and then when she didn't stop, he circled her into the stop. That circling into a stop is different than a one rein stop. It's a lot different. In a one rein stop, you circle into the stop and disengage the back end. He rode her forward into that circle. So he's going to kind of camp out on her for a while, walk her around, steer her around, stop, turn, probably trot a little bit, and I'll get you some more video in a couple of days so you can see how she's coming. This is Breeze. Until next time, thank you for watching.